successful for NIP. They've managed to slow TSM right down.
Alu looked like he'd slowed down as well. I don't know what was going on with that on the Go TV, but the one tagging on Zipnix exists. Still trying to keep hold of this one. Knows that Carrigan is in the door, and GetRight's ready to pounce, ready to follow up on this one. Alu's got himself tucked in and mid, so he knows that there's nothing coming up mid. This is all coming from A main and Dorm. NIP are completely set up here. Freiburg, by the way, the other one with the scout, is set up at truck as well, so they have a great little crossfire set up on A side.
Oh, decided not to take the shot. Does actually take his second one, though. Didn't connect. Exist will finish off Zipnix, though. But they're in on this side now. But Freiburg will chime in with the headshot onto Cajun B. There is one dying on the top side, and only 2 men left now for TSM, and they've got no time. 16 seconds left. Freiburg getting tagged. Alu's going to come jerking his way around the back. Gets himself one. It's now all on Carrigan. What can he do? He pinned in with 5 seconds. Probably not a lot. He's finished off by Alu. And NIP gambling on that second round, it pays off for them, and they bring it to 1-1.
As soon as they heard that scout, as soon as that very first shot from Exist landed, it gave TSM doubt, and they just slowed right down at A main. They were like, okay, and it gave NIP the perfect crossfire opportunity. One at short to cover off quad and the door, and second one at truck to cover them coming through main. And obviously, being the second round, they hadn't invested that heavily into smokes and flashes. They just expected the SMGs and rifles to do it for them. But that was a bit of a mistake by TSM after such a fantastic pistol round. That grenade, oh, that's going to land just above Carrigan and Device's head. Get a good tag on towards them. Freiburg's got himself tucked up. I think he was in vents, but he's dropped down. He's in over on B's side. He's the only man there. Cajun B's going to get a look of him. Alu! Wow! Deagle, Hwandy from Dupree.
They need a couple more, and actually Dupree will get a second one. Forrest and Alu now dispatched off by Dupree. And that now is shaky stuff for Nip. GetRight will take out Device, though. So that will slow them right back down again. 51 seconds. TSM again running the clock. It's going to be a B push here, though. We see the last 3 members of NIP pretty much spread out. One at truck A for a fast rotate back towards B. There's Freiburg just flashing himself out, but he was a little bit too early. He's going to go for it again. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And there is the push coming out from Freiburg, but he's going to go down. He doesn't manage to get the kill, and it's now all on Exist and GetRight. Bomber's already made its way onto the site. That's a good grenade there from GetRight. They're all incredibly low here, but can this retake work out for them? GetRight tagged down to just 17 as well. The bomb now ticking away here, looking good for TSM.
They've got a great setup as well, but as you said, they're all incredibly low. The problem is that nobody's showing. Exist and GetRight, they want to make the play, but they've got to save the rifles, despite the fact TSM were all below 50 health. Well, apart from Carrigan on 58, but well, Zipnik's actually going to go looking for this one. GetRight just around the corner. He might find him if he goes into CT spawn, but he doesn't look like he wants to push it all the way. Precariously working his way in towards that. He knows there's going to be somewhere around CT, and it's GetRight ready and waiting.
Well, GetRight getting a cheeky little frag there towards the end. They're not actually going to be able to get back over to that position. So, well, it swings back. Pistol round for TSM. NIP win round 2 with the gamble.
Forrest dropped.
TSM pick up round number 3. And you rightly pointed out there, Forrest disconnecting. Obviously had a bit of a crash there. Well, he should be getting himself back in just a second. But, well, so far, the match of the day statement seems to be holding up.
Yeah, and the dangerous, obviously, situation for both these teams is when games like this swing back and forward, when it's round for round, economies are just in tatters.
Yeah.
And that's actually, obviously, makes probably the most entertaining games as well. Scout, I just saw popping into play there. It's going to get passed over to Alu. And it's going to be a double scout once again. So Freiburg invested in this one. It worked out in the second round. This time, though, they are against AK. So I don't expect TSM to quite be as careless. You can see they've got the full assortment of smokes and a couple of flashes in there as well. So this time they are much more prepared for NIP's tomfoolery. But they've got themselves 3 rifles to back it up. So pretty potent stuff for a 4th round buy for NIP.
Yeah, with those 2 that they managed to save from the last round, making it...
Here's a little boost. Oh, we failed it.
Missed.
Whoops.
Well, not going to cost
just backs
them too
away
much.
And like,
yeah.
nothing to see here. Going to go for a second boost instead.
This one's a little bit easy. Just crouch in the corner. There is Freiburg. Doesn't get the head, but will tag Cajun B down to 30 health. So that little scout play on B working out so far. Bomb is still weighted towards that B side, but there are 3 from TSM. Still more towards A, including one who's going to get boosted up. Will Alu get the shot off?
He's ready for it as well. It's going to be Device that's going to peek up. Smoke's going to come in. Now Device will peek and he's going to try and get a little jump. It's possible, of course. He has got the scout. Jumping headshots, totally doable. Freiburg still lining up the second one. Flash at the perfect opportunity. Now, well, Freiburg's in trouble. Alu's going to come in support. So this is 2 scouts trying to defend the site. Gets a good tag on one, but now they know where he is. They're just going to rattle the shots into that corner. And it was all too easy for TSM in the end. Exist and Get Right, I think. Are they going to push it, or are they just going to try and save this one out? Get Right will find himself one. He's going to look towards Vents and maybe try and make a play. Exist is getting pushed by Dupree. Will manage to find him. So suddenly this is starting to get easier and easier for NIP. Can they possibly do it? Zipnik's ready and waiting for Get Right to drop down.
Well, let's see. He's going to be spammed up there by Cajun B, and it's now all on Exist. Bomb already ticking away.
No
Gets
way.
one, gets the second as well. Can he find Cajun B?
Cajun B's miles away.
Yeah, he is miles away. He's got to go for the defuse from this one. Has Exist actually heard it? He didn't. He came off there. That defuse not coming through, and Exist not going to get his chance. Cajun B just running out the time, and you can see Exist backing away. We'll pick up that M4 once again. The bomb will explode, and TSM are close, but they win round number 4 and go 3-1 up. Crazy stuff.
Well, I don't know how you count that wasn't a clutch. I'm not too sure, because obviously he was in a 1v3 and did manage to get 2 of them. But sadly didn't get the round from Exist. Actually has a 100% clutch rate in the ESL Pro League right now. In the last 15 matches they've played.
Until there.
Well, I mean, do you count that one as, because it was still technically a 1v1. He hadn't finished, but, you know, is that a win or is it a loss? I don't know how we count that one, but either way. He's played about, I think it's about 8 or 9 1v1s he's come out on top of, as well as a couple of 1v2s. Here we go. This time the boost works. That's what they were playing for last time. Exist managed to make it work. Get Right was the one that actually failed it last time around.
Oh, there's a drop down towards.
There was too many shots going his way. He had to get out of there.
Yeah, just spamming it up is a surefire way to, even if you don't know someone's there, spam it up and, well, they'll either back away or you're going to tag them and they're going to be in trouble. Obviously, Exist is the only weapon actually on the map currently for NIP, so only him with that M4S from last round. TSM, of course, full assortment as they look to make it 4-1 here on the T side of Cash. So really good start, especially when you consider the fact that they lost that second round.
Yeah, absolutely. This one's going to be a tough one for NIP. They're trying to stack out B side, but unfortunately we can see on the mini-map that it's definitely an A play. Get Right. The Soul Man with a single pistol, a hope and a dream, a wing and a prayer. Flashed out, that's going to run around the corner. Dupree's going to be the man that finds him, and it will be an easy pickup for him. The rest of NIP slowly coming around here, but Exist, I don't think he's going to want to lose this rifle. Will try and catch the man on boost, just try and basically a little bit of luck through the smoke, but the rest of NIP going to slowly walk the way into TSM. Wow, they just all got taken really low. Carrigan's on 4, Dupree's on 7, Device on 22. Forrest is going to be the man that goes looking for some exit kills here. Not quite going to find the last shot on Cajun B, Zipnik, sorry. And they're all going to back away. Alu, actually, if he'd have gone all the way around, he's obviously trying to save the rifle, but if he'd have gone around, he could have cleaned up there. It's just the more you know when you've got the beauty of GoTV and Spec Client.
There's a classic scumbag Alu move there as well. He just sat there behind Exist, who's taking shots, just waits for him to die, collects his M4, and then buggers off into the B side to stay safe. Thank you very much, Exist, for sorting that one out for me. But that one will come through into this round. And of course, NIP now back with full rifles. Actually sending 2 or 3 men out mid here, so they're going to try and catch this boost out.
This could work as well. They may well catch them perfectly. There's one man, well, they're blinded, but the man that was closest, it was Exist that got himself one, but it was just a poor trade in the end of the day because they were all caught out. Now Get Right's position has been found. He's going to get taken down. Freiburg, the last man. TSM have got themselves a fantastic T-side start here. NIP struggling to really find anything to make this work. Freiburg gets the one, but Device is ready and waiting as soon as he comes around that corner. Not going to go into it. Realise the danger of the situation. Instead, he's going to get a peek on shortly. He may as well go for it because it looks like saving this rifle, you know, money-wise, is pretty much going to screw everything. Zipnix is not caught out. He's a little worried. He's like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It doesn't matter. Freiburg will go down, expecting the flames to come his way, but instead it missed.
Yeah, I think just clip the box there. And that will be 5-1 then to TSM. And again, 3 men up middle this that last round for NIP. And you see the danger of it. A quick flash over the top, all 3 of them blind. You saw Forrest kind of looking left and right, completely whited out. And they're just easy kills for TSM to start off the round. And that means that NIP again got no money. And again, Alu pushing up middle. Again, he gets blinded by the flash. And he's taken out within a matter of seconds.
I'm worried, Joe. I'm worried. I'm worried that our game of the day is going to be a complete damn squid right now. Because TSM are looking fantastic. And NIP, after having a devastating loss to Flipside already, I'm worrying what their mental situation is right now. Thinking if we can't beat Flipside and we can't beat Fnatic, how are we going to beat TSM, the current LAN champions? LAN after LAN after LAN, honestly, they've gone on a bit of a roll. And we can see, of course, that there's boost coming in. Just Freiburg with a deagle. Get Right with a deagle. And I hope that they can get something. TSM full control of mid, all going through the vents here, all into Freiburg. Come on, Freiburg, what can you do?
Well, nothing is the answer. Fires off one shot and then gets his head taken. What? Get Right. He's going to have 2 smokes, basically, to push through.
Is he going to go for the surprise factor? He heard the bomb plant going in. Exist is going to go up high. No, not going to happen. Exist has got head armor. I would probably save it, but instead he's gone down.
Well, it leaves Get Right here with that deagle, and he doesn't get any further than that. Device will get around the back there from middle to finish him off, and that will be TSM moving up to 6-1. And yeah, maybe I jinxed it saying match of the day. I'm not sure. We're going to see 2 AWPs in play this round for NIP, so expensive one for them. They could really do with a few on the board. 6-1 down on the CT side here of Cash.
Yeah, there's problems for NIP, there's no doubt about it. This is the round they need to get themselves a decent score already. 9-6 is the best they can hope for, but that is a long way off right now. There's a flash. Alu trying to go close, and they're trying to go close once again. This time around, TSM are not in position to challenge them, not going for that boost, the counter boost. Freiburg really close on occasion B. I think they're going to push through. They'll flash through, get a little glimpse of the console, but we don't worry about that because Freiburg was in the perfect position, and suddenly this is a good start for NIP. Freiburg's going to rush on through. He's jumped straight into the flames. They know that he's there. And Dupree and Device carve open B side. Bomb plant in. And it's all on Exist and Get Right to get the retake. And sadly for them, Carrigan's ready and waiting.
And this is, I feel, a little bit unlucky in a way for NIP. They got off to a good start this time around. Then they lose the double. Exist here trying to get through vents, will be picked off. Get Right from the back, though, does manage to get one, but he's still got 2 men to find and not a whole lot of time. He's going to have to save again. I think we've seen 4 rounds, 5 rounds maybe even, where NIP, you know, they've got to this 1 versus X scenario where if there was a little bit more time, you'd think that they'd go for it, but they've been forced to just back away and carry the rifle through to kind of protect some of that money that they've invested. 7-1,
what a start for TSM here on the T side. We saw NIP do similar against Envious in the semi-finals of ESL 1 Katowice and completely caught them off. And I actually got the chance to speak to Freiburg actually at half-time in that game as they went out for their usual breaks at half-time. And they basically said, you know, just like TSM are doing right now, if it ain't broke, why change it? And TSM are just gaining control of mid pretty much every game. This time around, though, they've given it up. Alu's going for the counter boost with Exist here. And he's actually going to find Dupree if he comes up and over the top. Oh, but Dupree comes out on top in the duel. And now TSM know that there's somebody else down there that's around, so they know that Alu's going to be nearby. They've got stacked out at B site as well. And I'm afraid Freiburg is going to get very busy once again. That Molly just dipping in there, but the rest of the team are going to get really challenged now. Freiburg's got it all to do.
Well, he's going to use some flashes here.
Oh, they've rotated, they've countered, they've completely solved the dummy. Look at GetRight. GetRight's going towards B. They expect B, completely don't expect the change here. Alu will have caught a glimpse of one. Yeah, now they suspect it. Alu's making the run, but I think he's going to be too late. They haven't pushed through main yet.
Well, he's going to get a good flash in there. That will blind pretty much most of the push, but there's a nice little smoke down there. Is Alu to get one? Can he find any more? He does take down Zipnix, and it's now a 3-on-1 device. Last man alive. GetRight surely will pick this one up. He does, with Cajun B there as well, and that will finally be around on the board for Ninjas in Pajamas after losing so many on the bounce. It's now 7-2, and you see how much of a focus NIP are constantly putting on mid. They keep losing people there, though. Almost every single round, they lose the first man in. This time, Alu survived in middle, and you see what the power of, you know, holding that middle area gives you. You can spot those rotations back around. GetRight was charging blissfully back towards B. If Alu wasn't in that position, that bomb would have been planted, and it would have been a done deal.
TSM out-rotated themselves. That was absolutely... They had 4 members in B in a 4v1. They'd won the duel in the mid. Like you said, Alu was the only man there, so they were basically in a 4v2. That's all they knew. The rotate came around, and then they were so heavy-footed going around that Alu caught wind of it. The rest of NIP got in perfect position. It was... That should have been a TSM round. They sold themselves a complete kipper there, no doubt about it. Deviso wins the duel out against Alu. That's the opener. Existor's got himself in a good position, actually, at A main, but... just caught a glimpse of Carrigan and Device, and has managed to rotate himself back out of there.
Oh, Forrest didn't know which target to choose. He had 2 to pick from, and in the end got none of them. Freiburg here trying to hold on to his B-bomb site. Let's see if he can do it this time around. He can't. Cajun B nails him. Out-aimed there for Freiburg. And again, it's down to Exist and GetRight to rotate over from A and try and stop this round going the way of TSM. I tell you what, they've taken a whole lot of time here. There's 30 seconds, and the bomb is going back towards A.
They don't care about the bomb. They want to get the kills. They want to get the weapons, and it's working out well for them. GetRight, the sole man. He's getting pushed from 2 positions here. Cajun B coming around the back of him. Device was checking the front, which is what he's worried about. Now he's realised it, and he's held onto the rope very nicely. Oh, didn't quite land the second onto Device there. And he manages to flash his way out. He's going to go for a second peek. Second peek on Device. That's risky. Doesn't manage to land the shot. This time, well, they know where he is. Dupree's going to be hunting him down. Device is hunting him down. Zipnix is coming this way. Zipnix is going to go through vents. Dupree around the back. How is he going to hold on to this one with the bomb ticking? I'm not too sure. Zipnix is going to be the best answer, but Dupree's going to push at the same time and get a clear glimpse from the side. There we go. Easy shot for Dupree in the end from the right-hand side of him. And 8-2 for TSM, which honestly could and should have been 9-1.
Yeah, and obviously that really now just completely throws NIP off for this next round. I'll see what they actually spend up here. I imagine it's going to be 100% eco. I do see a couple of pistols picked up there. CZ and a P250 for Forest and for Exist. But TSM, they've thundered the way over towards this B site already.
Yeah, Freiburg and Forest tucking themselves in. Freiburg's going to have to do some wonderful material here. Forrest with the CZ could get 1, but once he has to go for that reload, yeah, I was going to say they can maybe get 1 or 2, but that's about all they were hoping for. Sadly for them, it wasn't to be. Carrigan with the MAC-10, by the way. Just want to point that one out. This is something we've seen from him before as well. Once he knows what he's up against, he knows that he's against pistols, there's no armor. Why not go for that MAC-10 instead and get yourself an assortment of cash and assists? So TSM in a really strong position. This could be 9-6 at best for NIP, and I don't even think it's going to be that much. I think we're looking at 11-3 or so, 11-4, sorry. That was a 1 frag I just saw. Who were you pointing out? Zipnix.
And I just noticed he's got 1 kill.
Dupree's on 17, Zipnix on 1. You know what? And there's only 3 for Carrigan as well, to be fair.
Yeah. I mean, Forest got 1, but they've lost 9 rounds, so that's obviously a little bit different. It looks like we're going to be having a bit... I don't know if this is a timeout pause
this
here
is
for
definitely a
NIP?
timeout. Gotta be. But the thing is, like, TSM are in that situation, as are, you would assume that NIP used to be. You know, look at Fnatic. You know, Fnatic have got that many players that can carry the team. I've cast a bunch of games where Carrigan's got 30+ kills. This time he's got 3 kills. Doesn't matter because Dupree and Device are stepping up. Device always steps up, to be fair. He's a star player by a long way. But everybody on that team has their moments. I mean, Cajun B had a 0-0-15, I think it was, or something like that, at one of the Face It event where they actually won the tournament anyway. So it doesn't matter as long as someone steps up. And you know, when they're running through NIP like they are right now, it's a case of who can find the frags first more than anything, I think.
I think Zipnik's just like, come on, guys,
give me one.
Just let me have 1 or 2. Just 1 or 2, that'll be fine. I mean,
tell you what, if he's
only got 1 assist as well. Usually, you know, the guy that's only got 1 kill at this stage of the game has got about 10 assists, and he's just like,
20,
I'm just unlucky.
if he hits 20 by the end of the game, I'll start calling him Zipex.
Okay.
See.
You've heard it, Zipnix. That's what it takes. You got to drop a 20 bomb with only 1 frag, 11 rounds in.
It's not that bad. You know, it's still doable. It's got the CT side to go, so we'll see. It's a big ask. Anyway, pistols versus rifles. This is probably going to go the way you expect. They've gone very aggressive on B. They've tried to stack out, but it's giving Cajun B and Dupree a hell of a lot of kills. Exist is pushing through. Carrigan will find him. And as you would expect, a simple round for TSM there, 10-2. So, here we go. Rifles. What are we going to do, NIP? What are you going to do? It's going to be the AWP for Alu. Everybody else on the M4s. Freiburg sticking with the M4A4 as well. I pointed out that Pasha's been doing the same as well on Virtus Pro earlier today. I really don't know how NIP are going to get out of this situation. 10-5, the best they can hope for on CT side, on a CT-sided map, effectively. Forest gone full on aggression, pushed right up in the smoke in mid.
Well,
oh, they're pushing Squeaky so fast.
I was going to say, that's like the one round where they don't put a big onus on holding the boost and getting control of mid. They rush over towards this A bomb site, but they've not actually come out. So Forrest might still be able to fill his boots here in mid. Oh, Alu will hold on the 8 there from the back, looking into main.
They're going to do set smokes
middle as well.
Set smokes on B. They're setting up at the back at the moment. So both Carrigan and Dupree are about to throw out the smokes. The boost as well going to come through, so it's going to be mid and B. Everything onto A side. A side, sorry, not the B side, and where I'm pulling B from. I guess you could try and throw smoke to B there. I don't know.
There's a thing called a roof.
Yeah, there's a thing called a roof that might get in their way. But here we go. Here's the set smokes. TSM, A play. Alu, get right, exist. They're all set up for it. Is it going to work?
Well, let's find out. Flashes coming in for this one. They've only got 30 seconds, so counter flashes. Smokes. Molly's going to be big in this scenario. There's Get Right at the forklift. He can't get the job done. Actually, he can. It was him up on the top there. I would think I was looking at Exist down below him. Get Right gets 2. 20 seconds still to plant the bomb. There is Alu. Misses the shot as he drops off. I don't think he actually meant to maybe drop off as he was taking the shot. There's a nice little molly onto him just to keep him out of range. And with 6 seconds to go, the bomb plant is going to kick off here. Freiburg does take out Cajun. It's a 2-on-2.
It's a 2-on-2, but NIP now with it all to do. They know that Alu's coming. He's coming up close and personal with the AWP as well. But if anyone backs up, they're in trouble. Zipnix will find him first. Remember, he's only got 1 kill so far.
That's it.
I tell you, he's got 2 in this round already. Yeah, Alu just... He's in a situation where he could have done with picking up an M4 or an 8K, to be honest. But 11-2. This is serious. Zipnik's up to 3 kills. he's on the way. He's on the way.
There's no way he's going to hit 20.
Well, unless somebody tells TSM and they suddenly start giving him all the kills.
Filter all the kills.
But 14k for Device. 9 on 14k for Zipnix as well. They all have a whole chunk of change. They've only got about 5 or 6 deaths apiece as well, so they're in such a solid situation. Zipnix going for it. You know what? He wants the kills. He's going for the kills. He gets himself 1. Not going to get the second. Get Right will answer that one, but just Freiburg and Alu with the scouts to hold off TSM.
Yeah, that's not going to happen either, I feel. 1 in each site.
3-on-2, maybe, just maybe they get lucky, but Device could get tagged down. He's only got the AWP. He's only got 36 health, but if it's KGB or Carrigan, they're in trouble. Looks like it's going to be a B play. They're edging that way. Freiburg's actually pulling away from B site as well. So he's going to look towards mid, where Carrigan is currently, but he's going to be at the vent, so we won't be able to get a glimpse on him. And Device and KGB already working their way into B site.
Oh, there you go. Just heard the vent pop, so he's going to call that one in.
Alu's
not moving, though. Yeah, finally he will move. And there come the smoke. So chances not high of NIP pulling this round off. Could certainly do with a different assortment of weapons there. We see that the FAMAS was picked up, swapped out for his scout. But time's ticking here. I don't think NIP have even got the time.
Yeah, I think Freiburg wants to try and collect an AK, but, well, as you saw, Carrigan was ready and waiting for him. They're trying to collect anything. Freiburg, oh wow, Device is going to see them both. Ali's going to go for it. Will get away the orb if he can collect that and run away. No, not quite. Carrigan's not letting him get away that lightly. Freiburg, after collecting the AK, did manage to get the one, but Carrigan just running to the bomb. 12-2. What a T-side score for TSM here. They are destroying Ninjas in Pajamas.
Yeah, I apologize for completely jinxing this game.
You did it. You said it. I mean, literally, we should have guessed that our game of the day was going to be Hellraisers versus Penta.
Luckily for us, they're going to play again after this.
So you guys want to watch that because it's going to be a great game.
Yeah, last one, 16-14. TSM NIP clash, not quite living up to its name so far. There's Exist with a P90. If you can't get it done with a Scout, an AWP, an M4, a FAMAS, say balls to it and pick yourself a P90 up and Russian.
The gun that can do everything. Alu also on the P90 as well. They bought literally everything they could. But 12-3, the best they can hope for is still a horrendous CT-sided score, honestly. Carrigan's going to come through straight in Freiburg's face. And what? Carrigan comes out on top through the smoke. A duel that he should never be winning there, but when things are going your way. Exist is in a great spot, by the way. They might not expect him because Carrigan's already come through. Oh, they're still going to molly him out. They're still going to check there. As well you should, you know. There's a reason that these guys are currently champions of a number of lands. Forest, though, just running them through, finding Zipniks. And now, with just Carrigan on 3 health, we'll go down to Forest. 12-3 will be the first half score, but that is still not a good score.
Scratching my beard.
That shows you
in wonder of how this is going down.
The sheer excitement that you were faced with.
I forgot that we were switching to us at half-time.
I was ready. I was ready.
What's going on here?
Pondering the situation.
But yeah, funny, isn't it, really? I mean, they tried all kinds of stuff. 3 men in middle, pushing out a bit on A, pushing out a bit on B, nothing working for them, and it's the good old P90 that actually opens up around for them there at the end.